team in a game like that this early this year?
You know, I told them that I don't think we could have played worse offensively and defensively at the early part of the game, but I just gave our pitchers a lot of credit. They kept us in there. And they allowed us to be able to come back. And I told our team I was really proud because it's been real easy to go, oh, you know what, this is not our night. And they didn't do that. I mean, they called their own players meeting right there, I think in the 6th inning, and we ended up adding a run, and their desire to win really showed tonight. And, you know, every team, I love the fact that we've played 4 games this year and we've had to win 3 different ways. So they've been able to do that. So we learned that their desire to win was really high and that we can come back on the team.
So tell us about that 6th inning where the team got together and had their in-game meeting.
Yeah.
Was it about being locked in and being focused to overcome the pitching?
Well, I didn't sit in on it, but I just saw them get together. And you know this, like when the players can call their own meetings and they can huddle up and get together on their own, there's a certain level of care. And it showed, and they actually responded, and I thought it worked.
Drew Lafferty made his first career start tonight with 2 innings. I don't think he allowed a hit or he didn't earn a run. What would you say about his first outing?
I just loved how he attacked the strike zone. Not with only his fastball, but multiple pitches. Thought he worked out of trouble in the first and gave us an A+ 2nd inning. So happy for him. We cheered for him twice in our huddle after the game, just because, like, man, that guy, he's worked his butt off and he was ready for the opportunity and took advantage of it.
Nick, their starter kind of had that, ran into trouble in the first, wiggled out of it, and then seemed like he had you guys beating the ball in the ground for the next 5 or 6 innings.
Yes, he threw a great game. I mean, what a great game. I think all of us were happy to see him come out of the game. But, yeah, he's throwing his 2-seamer, and it's got a ton of horizontal run and sink, and he's trying to get ground balls, and that's exactly what we did. And, you know, for us to be better, we can't just do that. He's trying to get ground balls, and I told our team we're not going to do that. We're going to get the ball to the outfield. And but he threw a great game, and I thought Hayden Smith, he overcame a couple bad plays there in the 3rd, and then he kind of settled down like Cam O'Brien. We got some good outs for him. I thought Evan Byers kind of steadied the ship. He came in, didn't let it explode, got us a great 7th inning, 1, 2, 3, and then Jackson Novi was phenomenal. He put the energy back in our dugout, and then we were able to get the 7th spot. And Johnny Hummel had another great outing, attacked his own, and was able to get some strikeouts and weak contact. So,
Nick, you talk about bunts and bombs. How much is that 8th inning kind of just sum up everything you can do?
That's us at our best, where we're challenging the strike zone. Where, you know, I told our team before, the strike zone is like the line of scrimmage in football. And whoever dominates it from the pitching side and from the offensive side usually wins the game. And I thought we did a great job with the strike zone, especially there in the 7th. You said, I mean, there's bunts and bombs. We didn't get the bomb, but I thought the big hit by Nicholson was awesome. And I want to give our guys credit, too. I mean, coming off the bench, Mitch Daly stepped right in, played a great 3rd base, had 2 great at-bats. Eli Small stepped in as a freshman again. 2 for 2, great at-bats. Pat Herrera came off the bench and got us. So, I mean, you know, I tell our team the strength of our team is our team, and I told them before today we're going to give a lot of guys opportunities, and proud of the way the guys responded off the bench.
For the fans, this was very exciting. Your thoughts about how exciting this was for the fans to watch, and can in future games fans expect this kind of effort?
Yeah, and I'm so thankful. I talked about that with our team. Their energy, their excitement, their effort, and then the fans got behind it, and you can see there was a clear home field advantage. And when you're standing on that bump and all those fans are doing what they were doing, it makes it really difficult. So thankful for those that came out, and what a day weather-wise, huh?
Difficult for the opponent.
Oh, it makes it really difficult for the opponent, yes.
Nick, you talk about giving a lot of guys opportunities early in the year. In general, how long does it take you to figure out what your best lineups are, what your pitching, your depth chart is there, how it's going to go? That's
a great question. A lot of it depends. This may be positionally as deep as team as I've had since I've been here. So we got to continue to give guys opportunities. And, man, I got to tell you this. The team brought this to my attention. A guy like James McCoy came out of the game, and he was like all in the at-bat with Eli Small. Nick Lopez came out of the game and was an unbelievable teammate to Mitch Daly. And these guys are telling me this. I'm like, hey, man, who was a great teammate after the game? And they're like, Coach, it was awesome. Ruben Church was right there on the edge. He was going to hit, maybe not, and Pat goes, and we pick Pat, and then Ruben is like on the top of the dugout, like in his at-bat. So, you know, I've been a part of teams that had depth. This has a lot of offensive depth, and I think for us to be at our best, I think we've seen this multiple times on Sunday and now today. When we're getting a lot of guys involved, it creates a lot of pressure for our opponents. So how much time, I don't know. I think this one might take a little longer than normal because we have so many good options.
And now you prepare to go on the road. Your thoughts about your road trip coming up?
Yeah, 3 quality teams, 3 quality opponents. Haven't watched a ton of video yet. That's what I'll do tonight, all day tomorrow, around some hitting and travel, and Thursday and Friday. 3 good teams. Looks like we got some really warm weather. I won't have to wear my sweatpants under my baseball pants this weekend, but good teams, and you know, good opportunity to get some more wins and keep padding our schedule. So, but we'll be challenged.
All right, one more if you'll have it.
You mentioned James. This is not a game in its entirety that's going to go into the highlight reel for defense, but he made a play out there that probably could have helped you from, you know, kind of getting away from you there.
Yeah, you know what? We brought that up. What a play. I mean, that saved at least 1 run, maybe 2. Maybe 2, especially in that right center field gap, right? And then I thought Nolan made 2 really good plays. The sun is really hard at Kentucky Proud Park for these 4 o'clock games, and Nolan made 2 really good plays in the sun. So, yeah, there was some errors that we had that we didn't like, but there was also some bright plays, and those were definitely a couple of them. Even the end of the game, Nolan was, how about that play at the end of the game? So, played a great left field for us.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
appreciate you guys.